Loving Samantha, this is for you. Attraction, racism attraction. And not just can be from a white woman, it can be for a black woman. They can deceive you and act like they into you. And that can be the crucial, that what happened to me in the McDonald's. And that would have people still trying to pull it in the state of Texas. Racism attraction. They want us, let me tell you, God said the enemy want us to think we are into them, and we are not. We are into them, and they want us to think they want us to fall for them, and that's the biggest problem where society and the way the behavior at in Addison, that acted up in Addison up in my situation. Racism attraction. People are not really into. I can walk in a Walmart. I'm walking to a Walmart by my house. I didn't talk about this because we're gonna talk about this. One day I'm walking into a Walmart, a woman can have racism attraction. She can racial profile you, not just a white woman, a black woman. And that can be the dangerous to a man. That can be a dangerous to a fact where people with their behavior, a white woman and a black woman, can act like that. So racism attraction. Love Samantha, this is for you. And people and black women want to act the way they act until a man meet a good woman that don't act like a black racist black woman and a racist white woman. How can we understand it? If we following around this woman can get us into some trouble. That the stuff that was in Addison, I gave the Justice Department the Addison gas station over when a woman tried to deceive me. Racism deceiving at the Chevron gas station. And I gave the Justice Department, right? We have to understand those moments of the racism plot. A woman, and people can use their kids. That's the definition of it. That's what we have to identify. Of people and they teaching their kids to plot with racism attack. It can be black and white. And that's going to be the most downfall for our community and society we have up and down. So it can be a racism plot. Those things are crucial to our environment and where they're at. These women that look their body look all good with their ass, they don't even have to date racist. And I'm not gonna let them throw me off the path because you're trying to get me in a situation. I didn't watch a laws one when a guy in the courtroom he said that's messed up because another woman doing their eye contact and deceiving. That same black guy said this is messed up. What if that girl was on social media? And this black guy, this is fucked up. We see his court situation. We see his situation, right? What if that woman was on social media and she planted that? It's always sideways. And the guy's like, this is messed up. And the dumbass police officers up there, what if that same guy that's getting dragged out of court and he said this is messed that woman was racist and she knows he was on the social media. What if that plot was racial motivated? And y'all and these judges, you got a bad lawyer. And these lawyers don't catch on to everything. It's one-sided. So that guy said this is messed up. And what if that guy was getting racial profiled by that lady? And was she on the device? Did she know him on the device or something? I never met that person, but somehow they know I was on my device at Brahms. I never talked to them. I never interact with them, but they know I was on my social media. Racism attraction. And they know what they're doing about it. They know what they're doing. We can teach our black kids of it. We can teach our white kids. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. But this is for love and Samantha. I identify. I want her to understand racism attraction. But they act like they all bad and back the doors off our sin. That's when they want a man to lose. And you can't allow a woman. Let me tell you something. People, 0.5% of the population in Texas are married or got somebody. But you can't make it feel like you don't have nobody because of the way they act. Racism attraction. I've never met these people. But somehow, when I told the Justice Department, they knew that I was on my social media. But we told them what the goal was. We told them what the goal. That can be the downfall. What the guy said, this is messed up, and they dragging him out of court. And those security guards is a dummy. So we looking at things on one side is watch out for them. The people using kids, they're using other people, and that can be the downfall of it. So we understand those things and how we understand those things, right? But this is for love and Samantha. Racism attraction. Racism attraction, and we have to understand that sex, race, and disability. That's what these people are doing in the community. But they want us, they want to interact and they doing stupid behavior. They don't want to get to know me for me. And they behavior in church, they don't want to get to know me for me. And that's a threat to the church society. I'm not gay, but that's a threat. That's a threat. You can't accept that I got a disability. You can't accept that's a threat for what you stand for. That can be crucial to our environment. We put love in the slash, love in Samantha, slash Justin. Because I want them to hear that this gotta be an understanding. Because they act like they're into you and they're not. They got stupid behavior going on. It was going on in Addison. It was going on in Carrollton. The racism of a black woman and how they act. So we gotta understand what is good for us and what is not good for us. Who is on our team? Who is on our team? And we got to talk about the Justice Department racism attraction. Racism attraction that is a threat. The Wendy's, the McDonald's, all of those things is a threat to our society. That don't mean I'm gay because you got a racist problem against disability. That doesn't mean I'm that. The way you acting like a woman, a black woman, and a white, what kind of thing? Because I can grow, and you gotta watch out for those things. But I wanted to let Love and Samantha know the trouble and the tribulation of what we're going through and how things are not in the possible planning. And when you're dealing with that stuff, we gotta look out for those problems in that society. So how can I know if I go to church which person for me? What understand that? Or a doctor, what they behavior at? Oh, if you with us, I'm telling. No, because you're not trying to change. Understand the 14 Commandments. Understand the Civil Rights Act. Understand, I gave Texas all the chances in the world to be honest with me, to really be honest with me about certain things. But I should not have to speak up, and the DA playing a dumb fool. And Judge Kennedy is coming from underneath that seat. Her and the DA is going to be arrested. And I told him that's just a racist act against Judge Kennedy and the mayor and them. And the DA that's not being arrested. That is a racist community act. And this man, the mayor and city hall member, don't be arrested. And Judge Kennedy and the DA, that's racism. If these people not took it, that means you care about their life more than you care about mine. And you're not willing to take the black racism with the white people out of office. You're not willing to take care of the problem. That is a racism. And by letting the mayor and city all black members stand there, that is racism. I want to see Judge Kennedy job taken away from her. I wanted to know how I feel. Racism, to know how I feel. I want the DA to know how I feel. Don't laugh at me and abuse. And I'm going to tell the civil rights when I go back to court, none of them better not laugh. I want to see your ass come out that DA. I want your badge taken away from you. I want Judge Kennedy. They better not laugh when I go to that courtroom. I want to see badge taken away from them. When they call me the next day, I want to see badge taken away. Oh, I want to see badge taken away. I want to see those things. No, and I'm going to tell them, you're not going to make fun at me when I went in that courtroom. When I go in that courtroom and Judge Kennedy and the DA not arrested for racism, for lies, for conspiracy. And the DA should have did something about it. So when I go to my civil rights, you are not going to laugh. And as I see a DA, a police officer laughing at me, that's a racial profile. If I act some type of way, you're going to get it. You and your police officer, you better be on your best behavior. When I go to that courtroom, no taunting, no playing mind games. And I'm telling the courtroom, I'm going to let this state of Texas know, no taunting, no playing mind game, no playing with the mind, no laughing. I'm watching you. I'm watching your mindset. I'm watching you. You better watch what you do in that courtroom. And I'm about to tell the civil rights, you better watch the DA, every security guard, every state attorney, you better watch what you do. And that judge better watch what he say carefully. Because they can be their job. So let me go on to discriminate. I'm not out to play no racist game. I want to see Judge Kennedy. I don't want to see no DA laughing or taunting when I enter that courtroom. I don't want to see Judge Kennedy and the black people up there doing what they. You laugh some type of way. That's a racist offense. And if I act some type of way, behave wrong, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Your behavior in that courtroom, your state attorney's behavior is going to affect why you're going to get thrown in jail. And I'm going to tell them there's a reason why my behavior acting up. Your state attorneys and your security guards and your DA better watch their damn behavior. Your judge better watch their behavior because I'm calling for the FBI to come in and arrest every last fucking one of you in this civil rights complaint. They better watch their behavior. We doing this right now. And Love and Samantha, my spirit is calm. But I want you to know, Love and Samantha, racism of a black man, and the city of Dallas playing a dirty game. The government in black and white is playing a racism dirty game. And that's not fair. That's not fair that Governor Abbott and the rest of them playing a racism. And that's not fair that the mayor, Samantha, this is for you. I apologize for my cussing. But racism is wrong. And Judge Kennedy have to be addressed. I'm writing this today. They better watch their behavior. They better watch their behavior. Because if I act some type of way, your ass is getting arrested. The judge, you better watch your behavior. And I'm filing this civil rights complaint right now with the state of Texas right now. You better watch your behavior. You better watch your behavior today. The state of Texas and the judge better watch, and the DEA better watch their little racist ass behavior. And my state attorney turned in and laughing. You better watch it. In that courtroom, in the wallet, they better watch their little racist behavior. You better watch it. You better watch your racial behavior. You better watch your lies that you tell, state of Texas. You better watch your lies, DEA. You better watch it. You protect that piece of crap, Yellow Breezy. You protect them that got a problem. God said it's time to look after us. You protect liars, but God said it's time to look after us. To look after the truthful ones. I made it very clear to you. And I talked about it, what you're taking for me. You racism. You side with them, they want us to forgive when they took us for granted. God said, you're going to let my child walk free when I told his people to walk freely and no harm would come to Moses or them. But your hatred and your lies, all because something you want to come up and we can't agree. That's the deal of it. But I'm telling them to watch their words. That judge and that DA, they act as soon as I get in those handcuffs and we telling the civil rights, the FBI gonna come and get you. As soon as I get in those handcuffs, soon as your state attorney, they better watch their behavior in that courtroom. When I step in that courtroom scene, racism of a black woman, better state attorneys, DA, better watch their behavior. Because if I act out of character, that's going to be your last time that you see your job. If I act out of character, my behavior is because of you, the way you're acting and your society. And God is calling it out. God is calling you out. And I'm going to tell you how I'm going to call you out. Your courtroom out. Miss West of that Taunton. You better watch your behavior. The next time I step in that courtroom, you better watch your behavior. That DA and that judge, I promise you, on the civil rights, I'm telling the civil rights to arrest you. The judge, one day, I don't want to hear no investigation because I gave them enough time to address Governor Abbott and your state of Texas and your Dallas community with their lies. And understand that God means business. I want the state of Texas to know God means business. God means business where you're going to get arrested, judges and DEA. And I'm going to tell them, tell the DEA, God means business. You are a liar. And your mayor, he trying to hide the cause. And I told the Justice Department, that lying, racism, they both in it together. The racism plot. But the black people want to come around you because they stood with them. They stood with them. We want us to forget your enemy is your enemy. But when the love of the money comes in, they want to be a part of something greater. They understand those things of being a part of something greater, what we understand and what we come to understand it. They better choose their behavior, the way they look, the way they behave themselves, and that courtroom, that DEA, and your state attorneys, and everybody better choose their behavior wisely. Because I tell them, if I act out of character in that courtroom, I want to let them know why I act out of character and what caused it. And God gonna let that dumb state of Texas know something. Governor Abbott, don't take God for a joke. And we ain't doing violence. But if I address him, just like when I was in that courtroom, came to laugh, and that guy tried to intimidate me, and he looked after the guy who intimidated me. One of the police officers looked. We hold no sympathy for what the enemy is doing. But they better watch these words and watch it carefully. What they like. They want me to open up where racism can plot, and I'm not understand. Leave me alone. You hear me? We gonna open up when it's time to open up. We gonna open up when it's time not to forget you, not with the nonsense, the lies to fit into your society where you don't want us. No, we ain't gonna play this game. They better watch their behavior in that courtroom. And I'm going to tell them, at my behavior, you better watch your society. You better watch your state attorneys. They know what they did, you little lying pieces of crap. Who had their eyes on the quarterback? See, God said you can lie, but you can lie. But who had their eyes on the quarterback? Lie if you want, you hypocrite. And Miss West said, oh, nobody care about your life as a state attorney. I don't need you, lady. I'm going to tell him what she said. What I heard her and the state attorneys talking about why I called her on the phone. Nobody care about your life. You and your little partners. You and your little state attorney partners. I heard what you said when I was getting on that phone. I heard every word of it. Nobody care about your life. And I'm going to tell them what you said when I called you. Nobody, you and your state attorney, nobody cares about your life. You hear me? I heard what you said. You're talking to your little state attorney buddies.